All right. I think we are live now. Sorry, I am late, guys. What's going on? Gonna wait for some people to get in the chat. What's going on, Mr. Invincible? How's it going, man? I actually just woke up a couple minutes ago, like 15 minutes ago, man. Trying not to be late for the show, but I wound up being late. I was trying to go live from my phone, but it wouldn't let me go into the scheduled live. I don't know what was going on there. But welcome guys into the live as I get some people coming in. Hopefully I get a decent amount of people coming in just for this announcement and things like that. And plus, I know I have that problem with people not getting my lives and things like that. One John Rebuttal, what's going on, man? Happy Valentine's Day, Mr. Invincible. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys enjoyed your Valentine's Day so far. I'm sure tonight is going to get better than it was in the daytime. That's for sure. For those of you guys that participate in Valentine's Day. But like I said, I hope that people start. I'm gonna wait just a little bit, see if anybody else comes in the chat. I know I have a huge problem with I don't know what it is. Me especially with my account, I just don't get a lot of people that get notifications for when I go live and my videos. So that's the reason why people don't even know that I'm live right now. I try to put this on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter, and I try to put this as a scheduled live so you guys can see it ahead of time. But it is what it is. But I'll just get right into it then because I don't want to prolong any longer. I get your notifications all the time. That's good. That's good, OGR. I know a couple people like you, and I know Mr. Invincible. He's always in my stuff as soon as I start stuff. I guess it works for you guys, but then I talk to a lot of people, and then 3 hours later, they're like, oh, I just got this, or the next day, they're like, I just got this notification, and things like that. So, I mean, it is what it is right now, and I try to go live from my phone using my phone, but I made the schedule live from my computer, so I guess you can only go live from your computer if you scheduled it from your computer, which is kind of dumb. I don't even think that's happened before to me. But all right, so let's get into it. I will be starting a podcast tomorrow with a guest. You guys don't know who he is yet, but he will be my co-host, and hopefully we'll go on from there. We're gonna start it off from Google Hangout. It's much easier for me because I don't have my computer is garbage, as you guys can see the quality of my webcam, but my computer is absolutely garbage. So I use Google Hangout, and then we'll kind of conversate from there. I do plan on having guests, however. Welcome everybody into the live. I do plan on having guests, but not for the first show because I kind of just want to avoid trolls and things like that for the first show. I just want to give all you guys a good first impression to come back for the next show. So I kind of want to have a smooth sailing for the first show. So no guests the first show, but I will eventually allow you guys, even if you're not a YouTube video maker, I will allow you guys to come on and chat with us. One rule I will have is not to put your camera on. Like I said, just for safety reasons, just for all you guys know what I mean, okay? I've been a part of a lot of Google Hangouts when it comes to YouTube channels. I've been part of a lot of Google Hangouts, and they've all ended up pretty badly with all the trolls using their cameras and things like that. So, I don't want to give you guys an inch and then some people take a mile. So that's one thing. So I will be allowing guests, just not the first show. And J-Dog, notifications are all screwed up. Yeah, man, it's like that. So no guests the first show. The second show we'll start guests. When you come in, no camera. That's just what it is. It's gonna be like a call-in show, basically. Just your voice, just you talking. I don't want any video. So there's that. Like I said, it will be from Google Hangout. I don't know what else there's to say about it. It's pretty simple. It will be starting tomorrow, and I know Chris and Bad Dog do a show tomorrow. That's why they do a show later at night, though. They started around 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm doing mine at 6 o'clock. Just at this time, I'm doing mine at 6 o'clock. So I can do that. I don't want to interrupt their live. I don't want that to get all screwed up. But it's also not going to be every Friday too. I gotta find a schedule for me and my co-host that we both don't have a problem with, doing a show on a certain schedule. Bro, can I be a guest? Yeah, anybody can be a guest. You don't need to be a video maker. You don't need to be a video maker. You can be anybody. You can be somebody that doesn't even have a channel on their a channel on their video on your channel. You don't need to. What's going on, everybody? So, and how does this guy? Hold on, gotta give you a mod, man. I think it's because Chris is always doing his lives. I'm never able to give you a mod. I keep forgetting. It won't let me give you a mod. It's not letting me click on. I'm gonna give you a mod, Chris. Don't worry about that. But what's going on, Chris? What's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, Chris, I was just saying, my podcast, it will be starting tomorrow at 6:00. So it's not going to be interrupting your nonsense show with Bad Dog. So I'm going to be starting that live up tomorrow, but it's not going to be every Friday. I got to find when me and my co-host can consistently every single week on the exact same day do the podcast. But quick little recap for any of you guys that just joined the stream. It's going to be a Google Hangout. Okay. It's a little on the low budget side. Okay. You got to bear with me for now. My computer cannot hold OBS and things like that, cannot be holding too much things at the same time. I'm already asking it to do too much with like Sony Vegas and Elgato Capture and all that stuff. So my computer cannot take any more programs and things like that. So I'm just going to be using Google Hangout for the podcast. Little low budget. It is what it is. When I have guests on the show, like I said, the first show will not include any guests just because I want to have it a smooth sailing. I'm trying to avoid trolls. The second show will have guests. If you guys want to come on, it would just be like a call-in show. I don't want any video unless you're like you're one of the top, you're a YouTube video maker or whatever. Unless you guys are like known in the YouTube community and I trust you guys, then you guys can put your video on. But as far as fans and stuff like that, I just ask. It's nothing against you guys. Just do not put your video on. That's all I ask. But if it's someone like OGR, if it's somebody like Entertainer, if it's talking about anybody else, you guys can put your camera on. It doesn't really matter. Still haven't seen your mock. Gonna check it out today. No problem, man. No problem. It's doing pretty well right now. It's got like somewhere around 320 views right now, so it's doing pretty well. Usually mock drafts do well. But yeah, what we're gonna talk about on the podcast is I got all the nitty gritty out the way, all this out the way. Dylan Renner, I appreciate you, man. You even told me too that you were waiting for me to do a live so you can donate. I appreciate that, Dylan. You're awesome, man. I saw your comment today. Haven't had a chance to respond yet. You're more than welcome to come on next time. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was awesome. That was because I seen that on NFL Network about them doing their own drafts and stuff like that. But it's nothing like when you know these guys and you just like it's like just being around the round table. You know these guys personally. So that video was fantastic. If you guys have not checked out the Entertainer Talking Sports new mock draft with Rover Sports with Jet Central, go check that out. That is a great video. There was some heated tension. I sensed the tension there. A lot of people agreed and disagreed with each other's picks, trying to talk each other out of the picks and stuff like that. That was just prime time video making right there. Just watched it and comment. Eddie Sanchez is in the chat. Welcome, Eddie Sanchez. Anthony Barker will be signed Demaryius Thomas from the Texans. I did a video on that, man. You can check that out. I did a video on that discussing Demaryius Thomas. I personally would just throw an offer at him, but if he doesn't take it, I'm not worried about it. It's just one of those Brandon Marshall situations where you're getting an older guy with some injury problems. Don't just bet up on Demaryius Thomas. So yeah, let's get into what the podcast is about. Okay, the name of the podcast is the Undrafted Analysts Podcast, or just the Undrafted Analysts. Oh, Chris, you don't have to do that, man. You didn't have to do that. Chris said, "Stand up, New York Giants fans." Well, thank you so much for the $2, Chris. You're awesome, brother. But yeah. The podcast, it's just gonna be all around. It's gonna be Giants exclusive, of course. We're gonna be talking Giants football, but of course we're gonna touch on the big headlines in the NFL right now. This first episode is gonna have some topic points on Joe Flacco, Kareem Hunt, and everything we think about Kareem Hunt and things like that. Antonio Brown and him requesting a trade, things like that. We'll talk about all NFL stuff. So we'll get into that. Ben Football Beast, what's going on, man? I actually played Apex Legends with him on my gaming channel when I live streamed on my gaming channel a week back. Kid Blue with a solid 1259 subs. Rogue Dog says, yeah, man, I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Quickly, I want to thank you guys. Everybody that's in the chat right now. Whoever's in the chat right now are the loyal ones. You guys are definitely the loyal ones. Dylan Renner, Ben, Eddie Sanchez especially, man. Chris, One Giant Rebuttal. I can keep going on and on. Especially Mr. Invincible. He's like the first one in. He's always waiting for me waiting for my live streams. Oh, One Giant Rebuttal with a donation, man. We need to get you a new laptop. Yeah. I mean, thank you so much for the $2, man. You're awesome. Yeah, I got this computer. Fun fact here. After I graduated high school, and I know it looks like I'm still in middle school, but after I graduated from high school, I went to college, and with my financial aid money, I was able to get myself a laptop for college because it was online classes. I needed a laptop, and so this is the best I can get. I looked at all the specs, and I was like, golly, this is the best computer I can get. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, it was financial aid money, so it was basically free to me. It was for college. Again, I only spent one semester in college because I just had to go in a different direction. But, I mean, this is what I got for now. Got to be thankful. BRB, no problem, Chris. Nasir Castle, I gotta give him a huge shout out because this guy has been with me since I had like 50 subs and maybe even less. This guy has been with me for the longest time. And everybody gotta recognize Nasir Castle, man. I mean 1,200 subscribers later, when I didn't think this would be much of anything. I was just a kid with a crappy phone, just making videos, holding the phone like this, and talking about what I think the Giants are gonna do this season. Nasir Castle was there, man. Appreciate you, bro. Doing Renner. Oh, did it for the clout. All right. What kind of podcast is it going to be? It's going to be a sports podcast. We can talk other sports. I'm not educated at all in baseball. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Not educated at all in baseball. My dad would be disappointed. My dad's a huge Yankees fan. But not educated at all in baseball. I'm definitely, this baseball season, I will be paying attention to baseball. I promise you guys, I will be paying attention to baseball this season. I know the season's coming out. It's in the off season right now, I believe. And then the NBA, I mean, we can't talk NBA, but I don't know about the specifics about the NBA. I'm a casual NBA fan. I'm trying to get into it a little bit more, but when you're a Knicks fan, it's hard. It's hard to just watch your games, But I try to catch, a Warriors game or Lakers game every once in a while. But, just want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. You guys are awesome. You guys are the reason why I wanted to make a podcast. I've been wanting to make a podcast, forever now. Because I can talk. Guys, if this podcast was by myself, I'll be talking for 4 hours. Eddie Sanchez. Oh, my God. You did not have to do that, Eddie. Eddie's always donating every single stream I go to. But, I appreciate it. I'm not complaining. I appreciate it. You're fantastic, Eddie. Always part of the live streams. Great channel. Can't wait for the next season. Yankees, Big Blue. That is right, man. Call it what you want. My family, the reason why I'm a Giants fan is because of my father. So I got to be a Yankees fan because of my father. So I'm going to cheer on the Yankees, of course, this season. I'm sure Chris is not going to be very happy about that. And, of course, my guy, Meet the Mets. NYG31 is a Mets fan. Would you study baseball this season? I would. If you guys want me to, Meet the Mets is in here. Okay, I got him out to say hello. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, Eddie. But how I learned football so quickly, I was a kid when I learned football, but I was just so dedicated in the sport that I just at such a young age, at 11 or 12 years old, I knew so much more than all these other people out there. So I can do the same thing with baseball, and I'll try to get into baseball and then maybe be able to talk some baseball with you guys. I'm starting to warm up to the idea of signing Nick Foles. Here's the thing this year. Why? Why? I mean, Nick Foles, yes. Can he give you some production? I don't think. I don't. I think he can give you production. That's the thing. But he's going to be wanting what, 16 million, 20 million, maybe. I don't think it's worth it. He's not going to be. I think he's entering his 30s. How old is he, guys? He's got to be entering his 30s. I don't think Nick Foles is going to give us too much production for too long, and I think he's costing too much money. We have so many holes on this team. We can go elsewhere. I'd rather go young at quarterback, develop him, eventually, hopefully restructure Eli's contract this year. Then Eli kind of works his way out of the team into retirement, I guess, next year, and then having a guy like a Dwayne Haskins or a Drew Lock start next year. That's where I want to go right now. I just can't. I can't agree with getting Nick Foles. I can't pull the trigger on it just yet. I'm going to try to keep up with the chat here, so I'm moving up a little bit in the chat. What's up, bro? How's it going? What's going on, Arthur? What's going on, man? Great stream. Appreciate it, man. Go Mets. Got to meet the Mets out here. New sub. Hit that like button. Yeah, guys, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button. You guys are fantastic. 7 people need to get... Wait, more subs. You work very hard. Should be with the top streamers. Yeah, the thing is, I don't stream all the time. I want to be able to get a stream all the time. That's why, I of course I don't get a huge fan base in the streams because I don't stream all the time. I don't even have a schedule or anything up. But you guys can follow me on Twitter. Same thing as my YouTube. Whenever I go live, I do let you guys know from Twitter. So guys, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, Dylan Renner is always part of my live stream. I appreciate that, man. I see you guys are getting friendly with each other in the chat. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets with a donut, man. Thanks for the $5. Keep grinding, buddy. Yeah, man. Always. I've always been the underdog. Always been the underdog. You don't understand, guys. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna get a little sappy with you guys. It says Kid Blue puts in the work. Yeah, man. I put in a lot of work, man. I'm starting a new job in the next coming weeks or so I won't be able to put in a lot of research into my or put out videos fast enough. But hopefully, with this new job, it's gonna help me get me a new computer. But I'm gonna get a little sappy with you guys. I'm gonna talk about my 1,000 subscriber video. If you guys haven't watched that 1,000 subscribers video, I mean, I almost cried, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm at 1,200 now, and I was at 1,000. That was a couple months back. That was back in September or something like that. But I mean, just watching, because I put at the end of the video, I put a compilation of where I was to where I am now, or where I was then, from 0 subscribers all the way to 1,000 subscribers. You could see the change in me. You could see that I was starting to get more comfortable on the camera. I was, lessening my tendencies of the and kind of just looking around and things like that. I had a huge problem with that. Back before I did this YouTube thing, I was extremely introverted. I was a huge introvert. I didn't like to. I didn't like to talk to anybody. I get like social anxiety and things like that. But when it comes to football, I mean, I had this like, I had to say something, So I created the YouTube channel. I just spoke into the camera. I spoke into my phone. Uploaded it, no thumbnail, so you would get thumbnails like you guys are gonna laugh at this. I get thumbnails like in the so I didn't know anything about YouTube. I just put the videos out there, and I was so happy getting views, like 8 views a video or like 6 views a video. I'm like, guys, somebody's watching my videos. And then I had like 40 or so subs. And if you guys know who Geo Knows is, I mean, he's a pioneer in the YouTube prognosticating group. I mean, he took 40, 50 plus channels, made a huge group, a huge congruence of people, and we all created a community, and we all supported each other as a prognosticators group. We did a lot of predictions. We did a lot of analytics and things like that for the NFL. And it was awesome. So, Geo Knows, got to give a shout out to Geo Knows. I don't know if you guys know about him, but let me go back in the chat a little bit. If we keep donating like this, we can get him a laptop in no time. I'm not going to advertise that. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to be like those GoFundMe people or those Patreon people like, oh, you can donate right here, guys. Like, you guys, I never asked for donations, never asked for you guys to do any of that, and you guys still do it. You guys are awesome. First time here, bro. From the entertainer, yeah, man. A lot of my new subs are from the guy. I gotta give it up to Chris, man. Even though he started later on than I did, he just has a bigger following. Just great people there on his channel. He always shouts me out when I'm in his streams. So I got to do it when he's here. Always shouts me out in his streams, and I got myself a good amount of subscribers from him, and I can't thank you enough for that, Chris. In your vids, you have to put Crazy Dog is in the house. Big Browns fan. What's going on? I always do the ums and uhs, and you should see the thumbnails for my burial. I'm telling you, everybody that is a YouTuber knows how it is. You don't know anything about YouTube. You don't know how to edit. I got Sony Vegas. I know ways to get Sony Vegas for free. I think everybody knows how to get Sony Vegas for free. Best editing software out there. I didn't know anything about that. I just had it on my phone. Here's what I do. I record on my phone after high school. After school, I would just throw my bag down, talk about the Giants, then talk on my phone, finish it up, and then no editing. I would it's not very good, but I'm going to do it again. I would take 20 minutes on videos. If I didn't like it, I'm going to record it again. So that's how it was. There was no editing and things like that. So I just put it up. No thumbnails. No other social media like Twitter to kind of network around and things like that. What's going on? Cowboy X Factor, man. Cowboy X Factor has been another loyal subscriber. I appreciate that, man. What is Sony Vegas? Never heard of it. Man, if you guys are video makers and you guys, maybe I'll do a video on it, but I don't want to get in trouble by any legal because I know how to get it for free and it costs money. I got it for free. I had it on multiple computers. Very easy to get. And I'm not gonna push the brownies of saying that it's illegal. You're gonna go to jail if you get it. But it's on YouTube. I mean, everybody gets Sony Vegas for free. None of these video, like if you see top tier editor, top tier video makers, they have Sony Vegas. I'll try not to get lost in a chat, but it's a very good editing software. Very good. I mean, I don't have any problems with it. Sometimes it crashes my computer, but it is what it is. My computer's god awful. Kid Blue, it's a family chat. Here we support each other, and you all appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's just a big family, man. Appreciate that, Kid Blue. Anytime you deserve it, man. Appreciate that, man. The sexy goat is in the chat. Oh man. Put show. I don't know, my YouTube. I don't usually like to censor you guys, but YouTube is like censoring you guys automatically. So if you guys see that your messages are getting censored, it's not me doing it. It's the automatic kind of algorithm that the YouTube chat is looking at right now. Arthur says he's a Steelers fan and Lakers fan. Okay, we can talk Steelers and Lakers. Sexy goat putting dolphin emojis in the chat. I'm sure it gets Chris pretty excited. Joe Lutz is in the chat. Oh, yeah, Joe Lutz. Oh, yeah, Joe Lutz. Yeah, Dylan Renner's awesome, man. Dylan Renner's awesome, man. Every time I join a stream, he always comments on my videos. He was waiting for me to start a live so we can donate. Sexy goat's in the chat. What do you think about Eddie Sanchez says, what do you think about the Giants getting in the first round of the NFL draft? A lot of people are this is one of those drafts. It's not like last year, right? When everybody was like, okay, it's Saquon or Sam Darnold or Josh Rosen, and that's it, right? The Giants can go in so many different directions here. The Giants can go in so many different directions here. We can go O-line. It's not the top of my priorities right now, but in some world where all of my guys are taking, including Dwayne Haskins, Cleveland Farrell, Josh Allen, guys like that, then maybe I consider Jonah Williams at 6. I just don't know if it's worth getting a right tackle at 6. I have always said this right when Jack Conklin was drafted by the Tennessee Titans. Right around there is when you want to get your right tackles. 11th to 15th and down, you can start getting your right tackles there. But if you already have a left tackle, I don't think it's really worth getting a right tackle at 6. So my guy right now, to answer your question, very short and sweet, I want a pass rusher. I don't care who it is. Not Rashawn Gary. I think he more suits the 4-3. Don't really think he fits the 3-4 as a linebacker or a stand-up guy whatsoever. I don't really like Rashawn Gary. He's a production. He's a project type defensive end. It's going to be type of a boomer bust with Rashawn Gary. But I want Josh Allen. I think everybody knows that. I'm obsessed with Josh Allen. Yes, I have my critiques about Josh Allen, but I'm ready to forgive him. Josh Allen's like that girlfriend, that doesn't like to sit up and watch action movies with you, but you forgive it, right? You forgive it. So, but Ron Effect's granddad is in the chat, and he put some interesting emojis in the chat. Very unique set of emojis there. But yeah, my list of guys got to be Josh Allen, got to be Cleveland Farrell, and then Montez Sweat. Every time I watch Montez Sweat, I'm liking him more and more. He is that perfect strong side. Yeah, Entertainer just said it. Montez Sweat. He is the perfect strong side outside linebacker in the 3-4 we can use. He's perfect for what we need. We need a strong side linebacker because Kareem Martin's trash, right? So we have Olivier Vernon at weak side. We have Lorenzo Carter at weak side, right? The thing is, we get rid of Olivier. I'm a very strong advocate of getting rid of Olivier Vernon. Get rid of Olivier Vernon. We replace him with Lorenzo Carter. Have Lorenzo Carter start. You have Kareem Martin on the other side. Replace him with Montez Sweat. I mean, what better situation can you get? Lorenzo Carter had 4 sacks as a situational pass rusher. Start this man. Start this man. Yes, you love Josh Allen. I know you do. Yeah, I'm a huge Josh Allen fan. I know he can't stop. What's stopping the run? He doesn't even need to stop the run as much as I want him to. If he plays weak side 3-4 outside linebacker. If he plays on the weak side, I don't care if he can stop the run or not because he's going to be pass rushing, the opposite of the play side. He doesn't need to be stopping the run. He doesn't need to be that big force of defense. On top of that, with the weak side outside linebackers, he's able to drop back and cover, and he can do that as well. So he would agree. He would be a great weak side pass rusher. What are we going to do with Lorenzo Carter afterwards? I want best player available. That doesn't include Dwayne. Yeah, I know, Ron John Rebuttal. I know you are a very strong critic about Dwayne Haskins. Same thing with me and Kyler Murray. A lot of you guys know I don't like Kyler Murray as an NFL quarterback. I can get into that for hours if you guys want me to. I know, Tanner, you like Devin White. The Giants need a talented, young, fast running back. Oh, man, if only we had an Ezekiel Elliott type player, if only we had a franchise running back, man. I'm just so jealous of the Cowboys. They have Ezekiel Elliott, man. I don't know, man. I really want a running back too. What about Alec Ogletree? Alec Ogletree, he's a stat patter, man. Stat patter for sure. Don't like Alec Ogletree. But if we get a guy like Devin White, I could envision us getting rid of Alec Ogletree. I know it's going to be kind of disrespectful being what he did for the team. He was second leading tackler and had 5 interceptions and a couple sacks, but he wasn't, he was he was a stat patter, man. That's all he was. He was a stat patter. Eddie Sanchez, sorry guys, if I miss your question, just repost it, copy and paste, guys. I want to answer everybody's question. If I miss your question, copy and paste. I want to get to everybody's question or everybody's comments. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about the spam, guys. Let's see here. Eddie Sanchez, but the Giants need a quarterback because, let's be honest, how much can Eli take or last? That's the thing, though. I want a quarterback. I just don't like the selection of quarterbacks. Do I think Dwayne Haskins is fine? I think Dwayne Haskins is fine to sit behind Eli for a year and then eventually start. Yeah, if you ask me, legit guys, you guys can't lie. All my Dwayne Haskins haters out there, he's better than Josh Rosen. He's better than Josh Rosen. You gotta say that. If Josh Rosen has a future in the NFL, so does Dwayne Haskins. We can't be too critical of Dwayne Haskins yet if we're not as critical on Josh Rosen. Remember, the same Giants fans that don't want Dwayne Haskins this year are the same ones that wanted Josh Rosen last year. So just keeping that in mind. But I want to have a Kansas City situation for the Giants. I want them to draft a quarterback, have him sit for a year, then start. Certainly you can get those quarterbacks that start immediately, like a Baker. I don't know, Baker Mayfield sat behind a little longer, and usually quarterbacks sit under for a year. You have those quarterbacks sometimes that start as a rookie, like a Sam Darnold, right? Like a Sam Darnold. But I just think it's better that we can have them sit behind Eli for a year or so. Great minds think alike, Kid Blue. Yes, they do, my friend. Yes, they do. Sometimes they vary a little bit. Sometimes we agree to disagree. But as far as our whole community, we have a lot of disagreements in our community, but very respectful, and we agree on a lot of other things. So, do you think Byron Murphy can slip to the second round? He is rising up draft boards, but God, I hope not. I would love him in the second round. I just don't think he's going to last in the second round. I have him mocked. In my mock, I have him going to the Seattle Seahawks, staying local, staying in Washington, to the Seattle Seahawks at 22, 21, 22, 21, I believe. I can't remember, but I have him going to the Seahawks. We need to improve the running back position. Weak hole to cover. I believe we do. I agree with you. We need to get stronger at the running back position. We went this whole season with just Wayne Gallman and Saquon Barkley. That's why we sucked. We sucked with rush yards per game because we just had Saquon, and then Wayne Gallman was getting 2 carries. What is it with that? What is it with that? Why didn't Pat Shurmur play Wayne Gallman more? That guy can do so much in the running and passing game. He's only 5'11", about 200 pounds, basically like a wide receiver, Wayne Gallman is, but he is so tough. This guy is not afraid to run in between the tackles, guys. He is fearless. If you guys watch him, he hits that hole so hard, and he has good vision. I like Wayne Gallman, man. He's a better Shane Vereen to me. Better Shane Vereen. But yeah, I don't really know the running backs too much in this class because I really haven't focused on that. But you guys can let me know any running backs we can pick up in the draft, late in the draft, that you guys can think can be a decent scat back for us or something like that. All right? That's what we need, a scat back. I want a scat back. I'm really behind in the chat. So what are your thoughts on Dak Prescott? Overrated, and I'm not saying that as a bias thing because and then I would say the same thing about Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is fantastic, and he's an Eagles player. As far as the Dallas Cowboys go, and Dak Prescott, I think he's overrated. I don't think he deserves any big money. I think his team is a product of him. So whatever his team does, that's what he's going to put out in the field. He's just a very good game manager, in my opinion. I don't think he really does anything himself. I think the Giants need a quarterback to go along with Saquon Barkley. Eli Manning is getting old, and you need a defensive piece. Yeah, but first I'm focusing on defense, though. If I can't get my pass rushers, I'll go Dwayne Haskins. Should Giants cut Eli Manning? Absolutely not. That's classless, and the Giants are full of class. They're one of the classiest organizations in the NFL. That's why I love being a Giants fan. They're so classy. So they're not going to cut Eli Manning just like that. It's not going to happen. They'll just part ways mutually, like Tom Coughlin. Was he fired? No, he was they part ways mutually. Of course, that's what they say, but I think they gave Tom Coughlin the opportunity to step down before anything got worse. 2020 draft looking fine. I haven't looked at any guys in 2020 draft. I know the quarterbacks in 2020 draft, like Tua and Herbert. I know those guys. Where do you think Nick Foles is playing next season? That's a great question, Mina. I think Nick Foles is going to be playing with the Jacksonville Jaguars next season. Whether with Blake Bortles or not. Blake Bortles has a big number of a cap hit, so they'll have to. I don't know about the guaranteed money. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't know about the guaranteed money, but I think his best fit is Jacksonville right now. I think that's the best, his best opportunity right there. Oh yeah, Josh Rosen did look good. I'm so behind in chat, guys. Forgive me. I'm coming down the chat right now. Draft Lawrence, yeah, but Lawrence. If you're talking about Trevor Lawrence is going in the 2021 draft, man. He's not going 2020. He's going to the 2021 draft. So we have a long way to go before we get to Trevor Lawrence. I don't think the Giants want to wait that long, and you don't even know where you're going to be selecting. You don't even know who's going to trade up for Trevor Lawrence. So if you wait 2 years for Trevor Lawrence and you miss on Trevor Lawrence, you just set your franchise back even longer. So. I agree with people with the whole, don't select the quarterback just to select the quarterback. Trust me, I'm of the belief of that. But it's not like Dwayne Haskins is starting this year. We have to keep that in mind. A lot of people just have that belief that he's starting this year. He's not. I got the Chinese food on deck. Joe Lutz with the Chinese food. I'll send you my P.O. box, man. I gotta send me some Chinese food. There we go. Do you think Byron Murphy gets to the second round? I already answered that question. Ben, but I don't think he will, but I would love him in the second round. All right, but got to go. Last job. Keep up the good work. All right, Chris. See, if you guys haven't already, I'm definitely going to give you a wrench, Chris. Don't worry about that. And Joe Lutz as well. A couple other guys in the chat. But see you later, Chris. I will definitely tune into your show. I believe it's tomorrow. You have a show going on tomorrow, the Nonsense Show. Definitely going to tune into that. Let's see here. What matchup do you want to see next year's Super Bowl? Either the Giants and somebody else. That's what I want to see in the Super Bowl. The Giants and somebody else. Overrated. So many people hate on him. He's treated so unfairly. Here's the thing. I don't think he's a terrible quarterback, Sexy Goat. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't think he's a terrible quarterback. I just think he's just overhyped because you have the media talking about him that he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't think Sexy Goat. Please don't agree with this. Do you really think Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback in this league? I don't think that. Do I think maybe he's a top 15 to 20? Arguably. Very arguable. But I just don't think he's top 10. And a lot of people are saying he's top 10. So therefore, he's overrated. Jags. Nick Foles will be with the Jags or Miami. Yeah, he's got to be going to Florida, Joe Lutz. I think he's going to Florida. Sanders from Penn State, probably 4th or 5th round. I guess he complimented Saquon well in college. Not a step back by any means, but I think you can do well. Yeah, scat back. Oh, he's not a scat back by any means. Yeah. Just anybody that can help Saquon, and he doesn't have to do everything himself. I don't want it to get to the point where we use Saquon like we use DeMarco Murray. If you guys remember DeMarco Murray with the Dallas Cowboys, was he really the same after the Cowboys? Probably not. Maybe that was because of the offensive line, but they wore that guy down. They killed DeMarco Murray back at Dallas, man. My dog got the Chinese food on deck. I see you, Joe Lutz. I see you, man. Man, that makes me hungry, man. That makes me hungry. My YouTube money is coming next week, guys. My YouTube money coming. Next week on the 21st. YouTube money coming next week. I'll definitely get some Chinese food in honor of my guy Joe Lutz. Dak Prescott is for sure not a top 10 quarterback. He plays behind one of the best O-lines in football with Zeke behind him. He's a bum. He's a bum. Joe Lutz is gonna tell you how it is, man. He's gonna tell you how it is. Give that to any elite quarterback, and they win the Super Bowl. And their D was great. Yeah, like I said, I think I completely disagree, but I respect your opinion. So, all right, Sexy Go. We agree to disagree. That's how great fans to take it. Never have animosity towards somebody that doesn't have the same take as you, because it's all speculation. We're analysts, guys. We're analysts. And I think what I love about the YouTube community, especially the Giants community, we don't have any problems with each other. You see a lot. If you guys watch the TTC, man, you see a whole, like the Philadelphia Eagles TTC. I love watching them. They are always fighting with each other. But the Giants community, man, we disagree on a lot of stuff, but it's always respectful. It's always great. Always great. What's up, kids? Sour OG in the chat. What's going on, Sour OG? Man, that Chinese is serious. What kind of Chinese you got, man? What'd you get? Some pork fried rice, spare ribs? Man, gotta love me some New York spare ribs, man. From the Chinese spots that I used to go to. Oh, man. I mean, my mouth is watering just thinking about it, man. St. Louis style. You guys know Chinese ribs are St. Louis style. I gotta go St. Louis style spare ribs. A lot of people like fall off the bone ribs. I'm more of a kind of like I wanna put in that effort for the rib. You know what I mean? I want to put in that effort. I just think it just tastes better to me. I really don't like all the fall off the bone ribs because it's just too soft and oily and greasy. And I know that's what part of it what makes a rib, but let's see here. Who do you think is winning the MVP next season in the NFL? Let's go running back. Let's go Saquon Barkley. How about that? Let's go say. I'm always gonna say the Giants. Who do you want to win this award? Who do you want in the Super Bowl? I'm always gonna say Giants. Got to keep that optimism up there, even though if it's not realistic. I'll never say I want to see somebody else as a Super Bowl champion. I always want to see my team. Let me rephrase that. He's not a bum, but he's not elite. He's your average quarterback considering the factors. What do you think of my rebuttals? One Giant rebuttals. Guys, if you're not subscribed, if you're a Giants fan, if you're not subscribed to One Giant Rebuttal, he is the epitome of what it is to be just a Giants YouTuber. We always agree on stuff, and I don't know what it is. A lot of people are so scared to say that. I guess it's because of the fans. They kind of hype things up. They're like, oh, he said this. Oh, he said that. But when it comes to One Giant Rebuttal, love his videos, man. He rebuts Giants YouTubers. He's a Giants YouTuber himself. But if he disagrees on something, he's gonna let you know. He's gonna let you know why he disagrees, and he gives no Fs. I'm not gonna curse on stream, but he gives no Fs about it, man. And yeah, it's great to see, man. It's great to see some diversity come in to the YouTube community, because so many people, if you're of the same fan base, besides the Philadelphia Eagles fan base, they're at odds with each other all the time, and the Dallas Cowboys fan base. But when it comes to the Giants fan base, we all kind of agree with each other, and we disagree. We kind of just keep it under the wraps. We're like, oh, okay, but if we disagree with each other, just say it. I mean, of course, you're gonna get the fans being like, oh, snap! Did you see? Going and commenting on, did you see what One Giant Rebuttal said about you? Did you see what Rover said about you? Did you see what Entertainer talked about you? Even though it's nothing to really speculate about, it's just somebody saying they disagree with somebody. But I love One Giant Rebuttal's videos. Definitely deserves more subs. Sub up One Giant Rebuttal. I'm also gonna give you a wrench. One Giant Rebuttal OGR. I'm gonna give you a wrench, man. It's just that for some reason it's not letting me click on anybody. I don't know if I can't do it from my phone. I don't believe so. Can I do it from my phone? I had the chat going on my phone just in case things go wrong. But no, it doesn't do it. But don't worry, guys. I'll definitely give you guys a like Joe Lutz, Entertainer, One Giant Rebuttal. Any of you guys want to be a moderator? You got to be part of my lives more often and participate. Because if you're not commenting, I won't know that you're there. Okay, I missed Joe Lutz. Comment there. I got some fried rice, General Tso's wonton soup. What General Tso's wonton soup? That's a thing. I heard General Tso's chicken, General Tso's shrimp. I personally, my go-to is pork fried rice and spare ribs. But I also sometimes go pork fried rice with with General Tso's chicken, and it's fantastic, my guy. And egg roll. And yeah, no cap. I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida too, man. It's hard to find a good Chinese spot. I'm with you, Joe Lutz. I live in Central Florida. It's hard to find a good Chinese spot. Yo, let's go, Kid Blue. We growing. One Giant Rebuttal. Jeez, man. You already donated before. You didn't have to do that again. But thank you for the kind words, and let's get you a laptop. Oh man, I appreciate the $10, bro. You're awesome. I'm gonna go back in the chat a little bit. Can't thank you guys enough, man. Can't thank you guys enough. Like, just to think about, you guys are actually sitting here, whether you're doing something or not, just listening to me talk and things like that. That's why I can't wait to start the live the podcast. I had chow mein, orange. I love orange chicken and broccoli. And fried shrimp, man. You guys are getting me too hungry right now, man. Jeez, and I want that New York Chinese food, man. These New York Chinese people, man, they know how to make Chinese food, man. These Florida Chinese people, it's hard. I got a good spot for me about 5 minutes down the road, but it's hard to find one, man. If I'm anywhere else, like in South Florida, or if I'm in Central Florida, but a different part of Central Florida, man, I'm in a pickle, guys. I'm in a pickle. I don't want nobody's Chinese food. Don't be trying to feed me some rats, man. I don't want no damn rats. You don't know what they be putting in the Chinese food, man. Especially from them sketchy Chinese food spots. You don't know what they put it, what they're putting in there. I don't want no damn rats. But come on now, GOAT. You can't say that they were horribly good for linemen. I know. Yeah, I mean the O-line didn't perform the way they should at Dallas, but it's for sure not terrible. I mean the Giants would take their O-line any day. Chuck Sharts is in the chat. What's going on, Chuck Sharts? I think I missed your comment when you said, "What's up, Kid Blue?" Yeah, what's going on, my friend? I'm trying to catch up in the. I don't know. I have that problem. I have OCD. I can't miss people's comments. I can't do it. I know when I start getting more viewers, I start getting the 40, 50 range. You know, there's gonna be people's stuff going up in the chat, and I feel so bad for that, guys. But you guys gotta help. You know, guys gotta help me. Just help understand there that I'm probably gonna miss you guys's chats and stuff like that. Dak Bortles won Manchester United's been with me for a while too. Shout out to him as well. No, man, I meant General Tso's chicken. Yeah, General Tso's chicken. And I also have wonton soup on the side. Yeah, man, General Tso's chicken is where it's at. If you guys never had General Tso's chicken, woo! It's banging like a biscuit, bro. Banging like a biscuit. The O-line, okay, they're having their conversation there. Buck says, I live in Tampa, Florida. Yeah, I live an hour away from Tampa, actually. I go to Tampa Bay Buccaneers games when the Giants are playing. Every single time the Giants have played, besides last year, the couple years before that, they played twice while I lived in Florida. I went to both of their games. We won one of them. We lost the other. And then I went to a couple of Pro Bowls. One of them was correct me if I'm wrong, I think one of them was at Tampa. I can't remember. And then the other two were at Orlando. But every single time, guys, every single time I go to a freaking football game, it rains. It rains. Both times I went to the Giants games, when we lost the game a couple years back, in the 2017 season, I believe, we lost that game, and it was pouring. I got sick that day. And then when we beat the Buccaneers, like 30 something to like 16 or something like that. It was raining that day too. And the Pro Bowls, it was raining. I mean, I can't catch a break, man. Giants playoffs next season. It's very possible, Chuck. It's very possible. I'm not gonna sit here and say we're going to the Super Bowl, but it's very possible. I think this team is primed to get a winning. Our schedule is a lot easier. Our schedule a lot. We went 5-11 with a tough schedule, and we almost won most of those games. You know, we were very scrappy with a lot of those games. You know, if you take out Graham Gano's field goal, if we pulled out that win in week 2 against the Cowboys, in which we almost came back, couple other wins. If we didn't freaking waste that game against the Philadelphia Eagles when we were leading like 19-3 or something like that, if we didn't choke that game away, I mean, you're looking at that we could have had an even record or even a positive record. A winning record. We could have made the playoffs. And with a hard schedule like that. So, you know, we have a much easier schedule coming into this season, and maybe we can make a playoff run. I'm sitting here with spicy water and crawfish running down my mouth and arms. Oh, man, crawfish sounds good right now, man. Crawfish sounds good. You guys are getting me hungry, man. Oh, God, I got to stop the food chats. Let's talk football. Bavith is in the chat. What's going on, Bavith? My guy. Bavith. General Sal's life-changing. Do you think James Harden is winning MVP again this year? Yeah, doesn't he have like over 30 straight games with over 30 points? The dude's insane. Yeah, I think he's winning MVP this year. You guys let me know anybody else is going to win MVP this year in the NBA. That's Florida, bruh. That bipolar weather. Yeah, man. That bipolar weather. Banging like a biscuit. Yeah, banging like a biscuit. That's my thing. That's my phrase there. Kid Blue, who do you want at quarterback in the draft? Keep Ryan Finley. Keep an eye on Ryan Finley. Yeah, I've heard about Ryan Finley. I'm looking at Ryan Finley. But at quarterback, I got to go big or go home. Got to go Dwayne Haskins. You know, got to go Dwayne Haskins. I don't want anybody else. I don't want anybody any more third round, fourth round prospects that aren't going to do anything in the NFL. It's very rare. You know, you have your Russell Wilsons. You have your Dak Prescotts, even though Dak Prescott should have gone in the first round. There was some other stuff going on. Russell Wilson. Who else? Kirk Cousins. You have those guys in the third and fourth round you could pick up that can be starters for you guys. But it's so unlikely, guys. It's so unlikely. If you don't get a quarterback in the first or second round, just don't get a quarterback because it's so unlikely you're going to find a starter. So unlikely. I don't want a quarterback in the third and fourth round anymore. We just got Davis Webb. We just got Kyle Lauletta. Look what happened. They're career backups. I think Davis Webb can legitimately find himself a job and be a starter. I surely think that. I think Davis Webb can be a starter in the NFL. But he's with the Jets right now. They have their franchise quarterback with Sam Darnold, so I don't know what they're gonna do there. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Oh man, Rogue Dog says thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Trenches built son. James Harden is a flopping machine. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that about James Harden. James Harden is the ultimate flop artist. Kid Blue, you want some beans? Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good, Chuck. I don't want your beans. I have a funny feeling Stephen Curry will win MVP this year. Interesting. That's interesting. The Giants need to learn how to close out games. They know how. Yeah, I know. That's been a big problem with us for quite a while now, no matter who's in the front office. But like I said, you got to give some slack. Guys, I know a lot of people are saying, and I know One Giant Rebuttal rebutted Rover Sports on Pat Shermer on how he should have been fired into that. But yeah, you guys, I completely agree with One Giant Rebuttal. You guys cannot. There were people calling for Pat Shermer's job in the middle of the season. I'm like, guys, we've been shuffling through head coaches. I mean, you guys got so used to firing Ben McAdoo on the spot. You guys want to fire Pat Shermer? He hasn't even had a full season yet. Remember that we're switching both schemes offensively and defensively, and especially going from a 4-3 to a 3-4. It's harder. It's harder going from a 4-3 to a 3-4 than it is going from a 3-4 to 4-3. It's harder. I'll get into that in another time. Why that's harder, but it is. And we had a way harder schedule. We were the fifth. It was like the fifth hardest schedule in the NFL last year, guys. Fifth or fifth to 10th, something like that. Top 10 hardest schedule in the NFL last year. And you guys are complaining about that. You shouldn't have expected anything from the Giants anyway. I expected 5 to 7 wins. I expected that. I got to work for it. It helps if you donate my. Would you like Kyler Murray at 6? No. Now I'm very big advocate of not getting Kyler Murray at 6. Love me some oatmeal. I say KD wins MVP. Like I said, Mina says, who do you think will win the World Series this year? I don't know too much about baseball. Like I said, this year, you guys got to hold it up to me, man. Hold it up to me. I want to learn more baseball this year. I know I got a lot of fans that love baseball, a lot of Mets fans, a lot of Yankees fans, and others of that sort. But I'm going to try to get into baseball, guys. My dad's a huge baseball fan. Never really got into it. I always fell asleep in baseball games. So I watched the World Series back when the Mets were in a couple years ago. But I was working like 50 hours a week at that time. So it was hard for me to find time to watch baseball. Back working restaurant jobs, never again, guys. If you guys are a teenager, I'd say go into the restaurant business just to get your feet wet. But that job is not for you in the long run, guys. Not for you in the long run. The Browns are looking like a really good team right now. I'm very excited. Yeah, man. I think everybody, no matter if you're a Giants fan, Eagles fan, Chargers fan, anybody. I think everybody low-key was rooting for the Browns all the time. I mean, for years now, I'm like, can the Browns just get a winning record, man? Can the Browns just get some excitement going around? Like, I just feel so bad for those players that are cursed to that team. But now they're changing the guys. They might win the AFC North. Hot take for me right now. The Cleveland Browns, if they have a good draft, they might win the AFC North. Just saying. They got themselves Kareem Hunt. Nick Chubb, they're gonna move Duke Johnson. I believe they're gonna trade him. Somebody's gonna get Duke Johnson. But how's the gaming channel going? I want to take care of the channel a little bit more. If you guys love gaming, go ahead and subscribe to my gaming channel, Royal HD Gaming. I did a live stream last week. I hope to do another live stream next week. So I'll definitely get around to do that. But I'm just loving Apex Legends right now. Very good game. If you guys want to play me in Madden, if you guys have Xbox, I'll play you in some Madden. But yeah, I'm gonna be using that channel more and more as I get my setup a little better. If I get a better computer, I'll pump out gaming videos like anything. But gaming videos are very hard to do on a computer like this because it takes up a lot of necessities from your computer. It acts a lot from your computer. It's not like me doing on my sports channel. I don't need my computer to do as much as I need it to do with the with gaming. I have a soft spot for the Browns. Everybody, you can't. Besides Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals fans, everybody has a soft spot for the Browns. I mean, they're America's sweetheart. They're America's sweetheart. You know, they're not America's team. They're America's sweetheart. Let's see here. Browns versus Cowboys in Super Bowl next year? Hell no. Hell no. Who wins MVP next season? Man, that's a hard one. That is really hard. You don't really know who's gonna do what, but I mean, I've never seen back-to-back MVPs, but you know, Pat Mahomes doesn't seem like he's slowing down anytime soon. Damn, I didn't realize you had 1.2K subs. Yeah, man, I'm growing. What's the name of your gaming channel? I'll put it right now. I would put the link, but I don't want to exit the chat because I don't want my computer to freeze on me. I would get the link, but I don't want my computer to freeze. So I'm just going to put it right here. You guys can copy and paste, open up a tab, copy and paste, put it on YouTube, type it in exactly the way it's put up, Roy HD Gaming. And my Twitter, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, that's probably the best way for you guys to communicate with me off camera, Twitter. I'm always paying attention to Twitter. I don't go on it as much because I don't have as much followers. But if you guys are talking to me on Twitter, I always respond. So yeah, definitely hit me up on Twitter. It's the same thing as my YouTube channel, Kid Blue RB27, no spaces. So there's that. Drew Brees gonna win MVP this year. That's if Drew Brees. Drew Brees getting older, man. Drew Brees getting older. I don't see any signs of him slowing down either. But we'll see what happens with Drew Brees. I think you guys are going to contend to go to the Super Bowl in 2 years. As for my Cowboys, I think we'll be serious contention in like 3 years. Here's the thing, Sexy Girl. Let me talk real football here, right? And Giants fans are not going to be happy about this. So moving forward, next season, I don't have the Giants winning the division. I think we can get in there. I think we can get in the playoff spot with a wild card. I think we can have a decent 9-7, 10-6 record. 10-6 is my max. We're not going anything above 10-6, but of course, I would love to be surprised. But let's talk real football here. Let's talk about the Cowboys, right? Their defense is top notch. Sure, they might lose Tank. They might lose DeMarcus Lawrence. But you have a lot of other pieces there. If you guys can draft the pass rusher, try to replace him, of course, you're not going to get the same production out of whoever you draft. Probably not. But you just have to work on your offense. I think your defense is just fine. Just work on that offense, and it's not even too much to work on. Find yourself a tight end. You guys have been shuffling tight ends for years now. After Jason Witten retired for the past 2 years, you don't know who's your starter. You have no clear-cut starter. Rico Gathers, Blake Jarwin. Who's that other dude? I can't remember his name. He has a weird last name. You have him as well. You guys don't have a good tight end. You guys don't have any good targets there. You have Amari Cooper. Okay. Who else? Terrence Williams? Cole Beasley's a free agent. I mean, you got Tavon Austin. Come on. Get yourself some wide receivers. Get yourself some tight ends. Get yourself some guys for Dak Prescott to throw to. Make him look even better. And you guys should be fine. I don't think 3 years. I don't think you guys are going to be in contention 3 years. I think you guys can contend next year. If I'm being completely honest. Giants fans aren't going to like that take, but I tell you how it is, So that being said, I think the Cowboys are always in contention. I just think you guys need to get a better coach. Get a better coach. If you guys had a better coach to just elevate your game even more, get as much out of your players as you can. Do I think Dak Prescott is at his peak? Absolutely not. But are you going to get Jeff Swaim? Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of Swaim. I just took a Swaim down at the pool. What the freak is that? But anyway, Jason, do you think Jason Garrett is really getting the max potential out of Dak Prescott? Do you really think that? No, not in the slightest. You guys get yourself a hardcore offensive coach. Somebody like a big time guy. Like Pat Shermer, A lot of people don't like Pat Shermer. I love Pat Shermer. Everybody plays Pat Shermer. I guarantee you guys, if Pat Shermer was not the head coach of the New York Giants this year, we would have probably had a 2-14 record, and we would probably not even be close in those games, not have been as scrappy as we were, because those players were playing so freaking hard for Pat Shermer. They love Pat Shermer, and in my opinion, I couldn't be happier with Pat Shermer. He was not on my list as a head coach last season, but that's why I'm not the GM. That is not why I'm not doing the interviews. So that being said, you guys, the Cowboys need to get themselves a offensive minded, team player coach. That's what they need to do. And guys, if you guys hear me too loud, let me know. Or if you hear me too low, I have my mic all the way over here. I forgot that I have my mic all the way over here. I'm thinking that I'm speaking into the computer mic, but I got my Yeti over here. If I'm too loud, if I'm too low, let me know, guys. In 3 years, I would say the other way around. You guys would just have to do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chuck Sharts. I mean, if we're being completely honest, I mean, the Cowboys can compete next year, man. Sexy Goat, do not worry whatsoever. Do not worry about your Cowboys. The only thing you guys have to worry about is Jason Garrett. He's not taking you guys to the promised land. If you guys let him go, get yourself a offensive-minded, coach that players are playing for. Do you guys ever see? Be honest. I don't watch press conferences for the Cowboys, of course. Yeah, Jason Garrett is a yes man. Yes, man. Yeah. Do you think Jason Garrett was in the face of Greg Hardy back when Greg Hardy blew up on the Cowboys against the Giants a couple years back in that 2015 season? What was Jason Garrett doing? All right, buddy. All right. Let's slap him on the butt and say, all right, calm down, man. Calm down. It was other coaches getting in his face. Other coaches. He's the clapping puppet. Before the clapping puppet was a thing, I used to say Jason Garrett was a clapping puppet. I used to say that. And I'm right for the most part. He's a clapping puppet. He's not a team player. It's a problem. It's a problem when even the Cowboys fans don't like Jason Garrett. It's a problem. Just like how the Giants fans don't like Ben McAdoo, he was shipped out of there. Why does Jerry Jones want Jason Garrett? They're best friends, man. They're butt buddies. They are butt buddies. And to be honest, Jerry Jones is a question mark too. I think he's only drafting players for the clout, man. I think if you guys get a GM that actually cares about football, I don't know how you feel about Sexy Go. I don't know how you feel about Jerry Jones, but I feel like he's just in it for the money. I don't think he's in it for. I mean, of course, you guys get more money if you win. But I don't think he's really, he's calling all the shots. He's controlling everything. He's not letting the guys that he hired. If he really cared about his team, he would not have Jason Garrett there. It's gonna be fun next season if the Giants go Skins. The Skins get Kyler. Yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. I didn't even think about that. Kyler Murray going to the Redskins. The Giants get Haskins, but the thing is, I don't think Haskins is gonna start this season. But next season, having them go at it, that's gonna be a conversation we talk about for years. Who picked the better quarterback? I like Pat Shermer too, bro. If he was fired now, someone would pick him up. Yeah, someone pick him up in 2 minutes. That's exactly what one Giant rebuttal said. If Pat Shermer was fired, somebody would pick him up in 2 minutes to either be a head coach or offensive coordinator. I'm telling you right now. Go hire Kansas City. Yeah, Eric Bieniemy. I think he's still on the market. He didn't get his shot at a head coaching job. He's definitely going to be, if the Chiefs still produce the same way offensively that they produced last year, Eric Bieniemy will find himself a head coaching job next season for sure. He'll be number one on the list because he was the runner-up this year as far as head coaching goes. He was the odd man out. In the 2021 season, I think we'll be contenders, but I just really like what you're running right now. Worry when you play the Saints go. Not a fan of Jason Garrett or Jay Gruden in that division. Yeah, Jay Gruden as well. He's another guy that I don't think people are playing for him. I don't think guys are playing for him. Remember Jerry Jones, also the owner as the GM. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. When you're the owner and the GM, and you're telling your coach who to play, you know who you want and stuff like that, you're not giving any power to Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett has no power. Think of Jason Garrett as the president of the United States, of any president. Let's not get too political here with Trump and stuff like that. I'm just giving this as an example. When it comes to the final decisions of the country, the president is looked at as the face of that decision, right? When something doesn't go right in the country, everybody looks at the president, but yet he's not always the one to take the blame because there's other guys, there's Congress, there's the House of Representatives, there's the Senate and things like that, right? When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, he's the face of everything that goes on, but he's not part of any of the decisions that go on. Jerry, you think Jason Garrett tells Jerry Jones who to play, who to draft, who to sign, things like that, who to re-sign, who to let go? No, Jason Garrett has no part in that. He's given the pieces he's given, and it's just there, sit there and look pretty and clap until your hands get red, just like your hair. Chuck Sharp says, "Take aim." That's right, man. Take aim. Take aim. Go Orlando Apollos. Go Orlando. I'm going to one of those games, guys. I know. I think UCF Jaguar. Me and him never really talked. I don't even know if he knows about me. If you ever subscribed to my channel, if you ever watched one of my videos, but I know he went to an Orlando Apollos game. It'd be fun to see him there, and kind of do a little collab there at the Orlando Apollos game. But I'm definitely gonna go to one of the games. I think their stadium's like an hour away from me, so definitely gonna try to do that. I think the Cowboys are the only team that he has a real GM. There are a couple other teams, Buck. There are a couple other teams that I can't think of at the top of my head right now, but there are a couple other teams where the owner acts as a GM. You look at, I don't really know. There are some teams where the coach is like a GM. You look at the Raiders, you look at the Patriots, where the coach is the GM. You're right, actually. I don't really think there's a team with the owner that acts as the GM. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head right now. I think the Giants get the right quarterback. They'll make the playoffs next season. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I think Eli's still starting next season. No matter who we get at quarterback, Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, anybody. I don't think that changes anything. I think if the season is at a loss, and Eli Manning is playing terribly, and all that, and we need to throw somebody in at the final games, I think we could throw in Haskins or Murray or whatever in the game. Let's go Birmingham Iron. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game against the Apollos and the Iron. There's a lot of NFL talent on both of those teams. You know what? Cowboys need to call me. I'm seeing Orlando versus Arizona championship game. Yeah. Ben Football says Apollos. Yeah, man, Apollos. Should y'all trade for AB? Oh, whoa. Huh. We don't have the cap for AB. On top of that, we already have problems with Odell. I'm not a fan of getting AB. I'm not a fan of AB. I really don't like him as an off the field person. I don't really like him. I think he's more like a diva. Odell's a diva as well, and we're stuck with Odell. I'm personally a huge Odell fan. I know, maybe because I'm young. I don't know. A lot of the old timers, a lot of the old school Giants fans don't really like Odell because of his cancerous actions. But I just don't think he attracts that. He's a leader. He doesn't have the C on his chest, no. But if you ask anybody in that locker room, nobody's saying they hate Odell. If anybody says that, they're lying and they're speaking out of their butt. Because everybody, if you watch Odell on social media, I mean, he's with everybody. He's with the backup offensive lineman. I mean, the backup offensive lineman, nobody even knows their name. He's making he's taking pictures with them, making videos with them, partying with them, things like that. So, I mean, he's a team player. He wants to see people succeed. He took Sterling Shepard under his wing, things like that. So, I can see the Giants going 8-8 next season. They have an easy schedule. Yeah, 8-8 is right around where I think. I said 7-9 to 10-6. So 8-8 seems right around that range. I'll trade Mahomes for 50 pounds of fast food or more. Oh, Andy Reid is in the chat. Andy Reid, the Kool-Aid man. Andy Reid, I know you were very heartbroken not winning that AFC Championship game and going to the Super Bowl. I know you wanted that McDonald's that the president was going to serve. I know you're heartbroken, man. Trust me, I feel for you, man. I feel for you. I feel like I'm the only person predicting the Eagles to go in last place next season. I see Carson Wentz finishing the season healthy. Can't see this Carson finishing the season healthy. But the thing is, Chuck, what do you think about the Redskins? Because the Redskins don't have anybody at quarterback. Josh Johnson, I believe, is free agent. They'll have to re-sign him. Colt McCoy, I don't know if he's still there. Then Alex Smith is not playing there. Alex Smith is not playing next season. He's too hurt. They're gonna have to get somebody in free agency like a Nick Foles, or draft a guy like a Daniel Jones or Kyle Murray or Drew Lock if they can trade up to get him. So what do you think about the Redskins? I see Kyler Murray having an RG3 type season for them. That's why. Okay. So you have them drafting. That you answered my question right there. You see them drafting Kyler Murray. Okay, but here's the thing. Wouldn't you think the Redskins would actually stick away from Kyler Murray because of RG3? Because yes, he had a good rookie season. This guy couldn't stay healthy. He was a dual threat quarterback. And he couldn't stay. He's another guy that can't stay in the pocket. They try to use him as a pocket passer, and he couldn't do it. Wouldn't you think that actually takes away from drafting Kyler Murray to the Redskins? Do you think the Redskins would have learned what they got from RG3 and they don't want to repeat that history? That's an interesting take. I mean, I think that can go 50-50 there. You also saw former Eagle defensive end Vinny Curry. The thing is with Vinny Curry, does he really? I don't really think he fits the 3-4. I think he's more suited towards a 4-3 defensive end, Vinny Curry. So I don't know. Andy Reid. Oh yeah, Andy Reid. I see Kyler Murray having Murray will get hurt in his first game. I don't think he'll get hurt in his first game, but I think eventually he will. I mean, if you guys seen a picture of him, the dude looks like a high school player. I mean, he's not. He looks smaller than a wide receiver. He looks smaller than Odell. If you guys know Odell's stature, right? You guys seen him behind the line of scrimmage too. Odell when he threw a couple touchdown passes today. Couple touchdown passes this year. Think about Odell, but smaller behind your offensive line. Just think about that. I mean, that scares me, man. It scares me. A couple season-ending injuries. Yes, I'm not going to say, sure, he can beat the durability thing. You never know if he's durable or not. It doesn't matter. Big guys get hurt too. But the thing is, you have to ask the guy to be a pocket passer. To me, his best throws were out the pocket. He had a great offensive line in Oklahoma. He was getting 5 to 6 seconds to throw. And whenever he had any bit of pressure, his mind instantly went into, I'm gonna run the ball. So that's that. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. Listen, he's gonna light it up in the combine. If anybody that's watching it here that are Kyler Murray fanatics, listen, spoiler alert, he's gonna light up the combine. He's gonna do great in the combine. I don't question his ability with accuracy, his ability with putting the ball on the money and throwing all the routes. I don't question that whatsoever. I question his ability to throw behind an offensive line. He had 5 to 6 seconds to throw in Oklahoma. And on top of that, he dropped back 7-step dropbacks. I mean, he was far back behind that line of scrimmage. You're not going to get that much space in the NFL to throw behind. You're going to be 2 feet away from your center, having to throw over them, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Tyree Jackson will light up the combine. Tyree Jackson, man, that dude's like 6'7", 6'8" at quarterback, man. It's huge, absolutely huge. I don't think so. I don't think so. Redskins won't stay away from him because he plays. He doesn't. No, I don't think so, Buck. He's not even close to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a pocket passer. On top of that, he is taller. He can throw behind a lot of scrimmage. But Baker Mayfield is a pocket passer. You see that with the Browns, even with Oklahoma. Yes, he did use his legs, but he did stay in the pocket and throw. It's different. Yeah, Baker Mayfield is the truth, man. One of my favorite quarterbacks. I love his attitude. A lot of people are saying, and I have to wrap this up soon because I gotta get. I'm a drummer for my church, and I have to get ready for practice soon. But a lot of people are saying Baker. They don't like Baker Mayfield's attitude. Are you serious? Baker Mayfield's attitude is what I want in a quarterback. I want somebody so confident that he could say, "Listen, I'm the best quarterback here. I'm the best quarterback here. I deserve to start." And talking trash to the opponents, things like that, getting inside their head, having people want to play hard against you, and that just triggers them. I love Baker Mayfield. I love Baker Mayfield. What do you think? Who do you think the Giants are going to cut? They have to cut Olivier Vernon. I really don't see Olivier Vernon. I heard speculation that Olivier Vernon will be cut from the Giants. That's just speculation. You never know. People are trying to create smoke and headlines, trying to get themselves a little bank, a check from their employer. Yeah, I think Olivier Vernon is definitely not going to be with the Giants next year. And Janoris Jenkins maybe, because Janoris, we really don't have anybody at that cornerback spot. But as far as Olivier Vernon goes, we have Lorenzo Carter backing him up. So Lorenzo Carter starting not in the realm of I could see it happening. I could see it happening for sure. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up, and because I got to start getting ready for practice. I have to be there by like 7:45, and I live like 10 minutes down the road, but I have to get dressed and things like that. Who do you think will have a better career, Baker or Mahomes? That's a very good question. But just because of the team that he's a part of, I would say Mahomes. But Baker is right there. Baker's right there. He's going to change that franchise. Do you think the NYG will get a deal done with Collins? Not this year. Not this year. He's going to get franchised. Either that or they let him go. But he's not going to get a big-time deal. We just don't have the cap space for it. But guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for in the chat. I did not expect this much people in the chat. Did not expect that whatsoever. Thank you guys for joining. I think I disconnected. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I disconnected. But I don't know if anyone hears me right now because I think I just pulled my Ethernet cable. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Make sure this was just a live to get you guys primed for the podcast. Like I said, it's going to be right before Chris's podcast, The Entertainer Talking Sports, so you guys can see my podcast, then go into his, and I'll definitely be in there in that podcast. Love when they talk nonsense, but it won't be every Friday. I want to do it early in the week, so if we're still doing the podcast during the season, we could do the podcast on a Monday and then talk all the NFL headlines afterwards that happened the following weekend. So I want to get it around Monday or Tuesday, the podcast to go, but in this case, it's going to be tomorrow on a Friday. So, guys, thank you guys so much for joining the live. Thank you guys for everybody who donated. Thank you guys for everybody that hit that like button. Anybody that just had 1 second in this live, you guys are fantastic. Never thought I'd be in the situation I'm in now. It's all because of you guys. Thank you guys. Take care. Remember to watch my my mock draft, guys. If you guys haven't watched it already, be sure to watch my mock draft. I've uploaded it just a couple hours ago. So yeah, thank you guys for hitting 25 likes as well. You guys are awesome. But I will see you guys in the next stream. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Undrafted Analysts Podcast. See you guys tomorrow. Hello? End the stream? Okay.